This is Yoga Nidra, and I'm Akasha Kirti, or Steph Feller. For this process, you want to make sure that your body has had a nice chance to relax. Maybe doing a little bit of stretching, if you haven't already. Trying to find a way to look less ghostly in this light, but your eyes will be closed anyway, I suppose. So making your way onto your back. Make sure that you cover up. This practice, you tend to get a little bit chilly. So get nice and comfortable and warm. And place something over your belly. Something over your belly so that you can feel a grounding sensation here. Let your eyes close, maybe for a moment just moving your head on the ground just from left to right. Feeling your neck soften and release, then finding center. Then maybe your feet shift back and forth. They windshield wiper a little bit. And then finding center so that your back can release. And it may even feel nice to have a rolled blanket or towel underneath your knees, to also help support your low back. Feel yourself inhale and sort of stretch out through your limbs, stretching through your fingers, through your legs, and then soften, soften. Begin now to deepen your inhales and exhales. And choose your favorite breath that we did today. If you did yin with us, maybe imagining breath moving into the center of your mind, or maybe you liked the breath pattern where we imagine breath moving out of your heart, or up through your belly, or up through your feet. So pick a breath pattern that feels really nurturing in this moment, and begin to breathe deeply in this way. And feel fed by that breath. Then imagine that breath almost like it's swaddling you, like a little infant. So imagine the breath creating this little soft barrier, this soft blanket around you, and just relax down into it. Feel your body getting softer. Then begin to pay attention to all of the sounds around you for a few moments. Really noticing every sound. Feel yourself turn inward and imagine that you can notice your very heart beating. Your lungs moving, your belly moving up and down, your thoughts moving, your emotions moving or staying still. And then imagine you can sense or see all of this at once, Like there's this dance happening in you and outside of you and around you. All of these things sort of popping into your attention and popping out of your attention. Begin imagining dancing now with your intention, your reason for being here, your heartfelt desire. Say it in your mind 3 times. Feel that playfulness, that engagement with that desire. And now, letting your awareness travel to your feet. And with the feet perfectly still, just feel each of the toes on your feet. And feel the soles of your feet. Feel the tops of your feet. Imagine tracing all the way along the outside of each foot. And now let your awareness travel to the shins and calves of both legs. And then both knees. Both thighs. Then feel the whole right leg still and calm and soft. Now the whole left leg, both legs. Feel now the fingers in both hands, the palms, the backs of the hands. Keep the hands still, but imagine massaging the hands on one another. Feel both hands, the whole of the hands at the same time. Feel both wrists, both forearms, both elbows, both upper arms, both shoulders. Feel now the whole right arm. Feel the whole left arm. Feel both the right arm and the left arm at the same time. Become aware of the sensation of your belly, your heart space, your throat, your face, the back of your head, your spine, your buttocks. Feel the whole right side of your body soft and relaxed. Feel the whole left side of your body. Feel the right side of your body again. Feel the left side of your body. Now feel your whole body at the same time. Feel your whole body. Feel your whole body. Feel your breath move through your body. Imagine a soft violet breath moving through your body. Count those soft, violet breaths. Counting up to 10 and then back down to 0. Let your awareness of your breath go. Focus on the sensation in your heart again. And imagine your heart space, the energy around your heart getting bigger. Feel as if the energy of your heart is getting bigger. Feel it expand past the size of the room that you're in. And then the place that you're in. Feel it get large, very large. Feel the energy of your heart take up the space of the whole world and beyond. And now feel the energy of your heart get smaller. Maybe remembering a time when the energy in your heart space was small. Notice the way that that feels. And then move that heart space energy big again. Big again, encompassing again. Notice that around the heart space there's like a shield just for the heart energy. It keeps it safe and secure. So that you feel comfortable with that big heart space energy. And then keeping that expansive heart energy, imagine now you can see a color of that heart energy. So that not only can you feel the energy large and expansive, but you can actually see it. You can see everywhere that it extends. Maybe it moves in waves or ripples or some other way. And then imagining now that you're walking throughout your daily life with your heart big and open like this. Imagine encountering the people, maybe family members or someone with whom you're in close contact. And just notice the way that they respond with this big open heart. And then feel your heart space get small again, shrink it down, knowing that you're in control of it. And then notice the way that they respond and react to that. And then imagine going into a place where you work or encounter other people. And maybe starting out with a small heart space this time, just noticing how they respond to you, how do they act, how do they look, how does it feel, how do they feel when your heart space is small. And then Imagine growing that heart space back out with the shield intact until your heart energy is very, very large. And notice how they respond to that. And then leaving all of those people behind. Walking up and seeing yourself in a mirror. And at first, having that small heart space energy, shrinking it back down, looking at yourself in the mirror and noticing the way that you think, the way that you talk to yourself, the way that it feels. And now imagine growing that heart space energy out, making it big and expansive in every direction. And looking in the mirror again and noticing, how does it feel? How does it feel in your body? How are you thinking about yourself? Then leaving that behind and imagine going for a walk in the wilderness, in this humid place where you can feel a little bit of stickiness against your skin and warmth in the air, the sound of water in the distance, and coming across a large cave with tendrils of green draped across the front of it, and feeling immediately the cool air in this cave. It's a nice relief from the humidity and heat. And moving now into the belly of this cave, and sensing that this cave is the cave of your heart, this rich space of your heart. And along the interior of the cave are paintings. And they depict all of these scenes that have created this heart space, this cave space. So you see scenes of interactions from your childhood that affected your heart energy. And you see scenes of romance or lack of romance that affected your heart energy. Notice all of these pictures and the way that they make you feel, the thoughts they invoke. And you start to notice that this space is really reflective of the experiences that you have had. Maybe the cave is small. Maybe it's large. The size of the cave is reflective of your heart energy and how expansive or contracted that heart energy is. And you just notice the way that it feels to be in this heart space energy, in this cave. Does it feel welcoming, warm, receptive, comfortable? Does it feel harsh, cold, lonely? How does it feel? And then you walk to the very center of your cave and you notice that there is like an orange button. covered in this big, heavy piece of plastic or glass. And you realize that there's something very important there that maybe you hadn't noticed before. So you walk over and you read this little label that's on the outside of this covering for this button. And the label reads, "For a real experience of your heart energy." For a real experience of your heart energy. And you think, well, I don't know what that means, but I want to try it. So you lift back this heavy covering, noticing the slick feel of it beneath your fingers. And noticing the size of the button, the color, the texture. You take the palm of your hand and press down. And suddenly, this massive wave of energy comes pouring out of your heart. Almost like, so powerful, it's like a sonic boom. It just ripples all the way through your body and all the way at the space all around you. And you think, ooh, what was that? And you realize that that is the essence of your heart space energy. That all of those pictures, those paintings along the cave walls, all of those stories that you created that made this space the way that it is are just stories. They're not really who you are, or really what your heart is capable of. So you take your hand again, getting excited this time, knowing exactly what's coming, and hit the palm of your hand down on that button, and you feel, boom, the waves of energy coming off of your heart that reflect who you really are. And you feel them as they ripple out into this space. They shake all of the pictures, all of the stories. They shake them so hard that they begin to fall down. The stories fall away, and all that's left is who you really are and the way that that feels. And this time you hit the button one more time, and you notice that there's a way that you can flip a switch and it will stay down. So you press that button and you feel, boom, that sonic wave, that wave of your heart space, of your essence, move out from beyond this cave to the point that it shatters the walls. The cave itself disappears, and you feel the essence of who you are move in every direction, powerfully. And you think, I am this. I am this. And you remember your purpose for practicing Yoga Nidra, why you're here, what you want, your heartfelt desire. And you feel that desire being carried on those waves out into the world. Effective, powerful, strong. You stand for just a moment, feeling the power and the essence of who you are, of what you can do. Remember, remember, remember. And then retaining that perfect remembrance, retaining this feeling, begin to become aware of the area around you, what you're lying on and what blanket or what is on top of you. Become aware of the ceiling, the walls, the floor. Awareness of your breath, awareness of my voice. Hang on to the feeling. Counting down from 5, I'll ring a bell to signal the end of the session. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yoga Nidra is over. Deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Circle your hands on your wrists and your feet on your ankles. Stretch your arms overhead and out to the sides and do a little stretch like you're waking up in the morning. Rub the palms of your hands together. Rub the bottoms of your feet together. Generate heat. Roll onto one side for a moment. Find the feeling again. Feel gratitude. And then pressing yourself up to a seated position, placing your hands at that beautiful heart space, maybe folding one on top of the other tonight. Letting your eyes close, a couple of breaths. We'll close with an Om and 3 Shantis, meaning peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.